Good morning, baby. It is Monday, January the 12th, currently 5:32 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this morning, I walked into hearing, "You changed." What? Oh my God, when I tell you the familiarity don't make no sense, it don't make no sense. Now let me tell you the backstory as to why that was told to me. So I was walking towards an individual and I was like, "Good morning." And I was like, "Is you going to church this morning to get some breakfast?" And they was like, "Yeah." So they was putting their stuff together, but they ended up wiping their nose, okay? They wiped their nose and then they was walking towards me and they wanted to give me a handshake. So I'm like, I said, I ain't touching your hand. What's wrong with you? You changed. I changed. You just touched your nose. And if you was paying attention let me get it out, take my time. If you was paying attention to me all along, I don't do touching too well. You know what I mean? The most you gonna get is a elbow hit or a dap with the fist. I'm not touching nobody. Children of the Lord, you have to be careful who you allow to touch you too. But just in that instance, when I set a boundary, I was told that I changed. Why do people tell you that you have changed? Because let's just say the assertion or the consensual, if they thought it was consensual, I don't know if you thought that you was giving off consent, but some people, once you let it be known that you are setting a boundary, these people, for one, let me say, they may have thought you were a doormat at one point in time. But once you start setting a particular boundary, that's when someone will tell you that you changed, all because they no longer have control, and they probably did have some type of control if you gave them some type of control over your life or something. Be careful of the gifts that you receive from people too. Some of these gifts, people with that, "Well, I bought you this, I did that, I didn't ask you to do that, but I'm thankful that you did. I didn't know that you was doing this for your own reason, for your own motive, for your own intent." You know what I'm talking about, honey. But yes, the moment that you set a healthy boundary for yourself is the moment that you will become a problem to the next person. All I'm gonna say is go to Google and ask Google what Google said. Why would someone tell you change? I don't know. Listen to what I said and ask the question. Hopefully ask it correctly. But it's all got to do with power, control, and them just not knowing when a healthy boundary is being set. You ain't got to touch me, and especially after you wiping your daggone nose. I don't think so, honey.